So my dad came over Thanksgiving break and he brought a bag of lemons from his garden. He said he got so many. Well, we got one. We have a tiny little lemon bush and this one is super cute, right? And we need to use it right away. So I've been thinking, what can I do? I gave some to some friends and I still had them over here as decoration. We used a couple, but I wasn't getting to them as quickly as I wanted. So I thought, why don't I try making a dried lemon wreath? So what you're gonna do is just cut the edges and cut them into like quarter-inch strips. So I got about 3 or 4 slices per lemon, and then you put it on a cookie sheet. Just like so. So right now my kitchen is smelling quite citrusy and it just smells so fresh. So we're gonna put this in the oven. You can put it on parchment paper, but I thought I would just put it right onto the cookie sheet. I'm gonna put it at 250 degrees, and then this is the kicker, guys, 2.5 hours. Now I'll check them. Now you can use a fishing line to connect them. I'm gonna try using my twine and then see how that goes. But I just feel like that's gonna bring such like a cozy element to my bar area that's above my sink that I kind of wanted to get all festive for the holiday. So now we have to wait. So while the lemons are baking, they're getting close and I can see that the changes are happening. So I thought I would kind of CHRISMA-FIED, I made a word there, to this little area here. I have like this little decor, so I just thought, why not make that really cute? And I thought some printables right here. So you can go online and find tons of free printables for Christmas. I will show you some of the ones that I'm using. So this is super cute. Just a little quote that you can put into a frame. I actually have these 3 frames, but I also have some black ones. So, you know, look for the clearances. You just never know when you'll use them. But I think I'm gonna go with some of these. Isn't that so cute? And I'm kind of going with a vintage kind of vibe right now with those lemons, so the lemon garland. So I hope this will all work out nicely. But I'll put in the links below in the description box where you can find these printables. Okay, those turned out super cute. Let me know in the comments what you think. My timer just went off, and so I'm just gonna I pulled them out, and they're right here. I'll show you up close, but they look so good. So they do have a little extra moisture that came out, and they're a little bit softer, so I'm just gonna let them come to some room temperature. Maybe now that I've turned off the oven, I might just put them right back in there just to kind of let them dry out a little bit more. Maybe I'll do a little flip. I'll think about this, but I love the color. It looks so good. These ones may have gotten a little too much color. So I flipped them over and they do have a little more color than I think I would have preferred. So maybe at 200 degrees, if your oven can go that low, hopefully it should. So I would do 200 degrees for about 2.5 hours and then kind of go from there. So I flipped them over. They did have a little bit more moisture than I also wanted. So I'm just keeping them in the oven where it's still nice and warm, just for a little while. So it is evening now, and the first time I pulled them out at 2.5 hours, they were still pretty juicy. So I put them back at a much lower temperature, but they were already a little bit on the crispy side. So what I learned about this is I would use oranges if you have a choice, and always go really low, like 175 to 200 degrees for 2 to 3 hours. You know when it's done when it kind of has like a, it looks kind of like a window pane. And this one might even have a little more juice in this one. But they tend to be a little bit more dehydrated. So I'm still going to make the garland out of it, and I'm still going to hang it up because they're pretty fragrant. So they smell super good. So I'm going to show you how I'm doing that. So I have here a needle. It's like a large hole needle, the biggest you can get, I hope. And then I'm just using some twine, and I'm just going to sew it through. So you're just gonna poke it from the back and then poke it through like this. And that is how you're gonna do it. Super easy. And here it is. Just I think this is plenty long enough where I want it to go. And then we'll just see how it looks. I like that it does have some color so that it has like an antiqued kind of look, like I've had it for a long time. But you can see some of these were a little too crispy. And so make lots of extra ones because those are on the bottom. So you can see these ones were on the underside or on the top. But you can see it has like that like stained glass look to it. It's kind of cool. Let me show you something else I'm going to put together really quick. So what I was really needing after putting up the lemons is a little wreath of some sort. And I thought I should make a couple of them because I think that's exactly what I would need in the bathroom downstairs anyways. So I have these packs of the artificial Christmas tree ties. I can show you really quick. This is what they look like. And so what we're gonna need is 4 of them cut into half, and then the 5th one cut into thirds. And I'll show you. So some wire cutters would be really good, but I'm just gonna use some kitchen shears, and they cut in half, or you can just kind of bend it back and forth till they break. Now this does make a little bit of a mess. Great, and I'm going to bring you closer. So I'm just going to take 2 and then twist them together. So the twisting part is actually going to make it more like full in this area. So about halfway in, twist them again. And then you're going to keep adding until you get to them all 6, and then just shape your wreath. So we're just twisting. By now, you definitely start seeing the wreath taking its shape. Look at all of this. I told you it makes a little bit of a mess, but it's all good. And then just connect it. So I don't need a large wreath, so this is perfect. Perfect sized. So for every, I got 2 packs of these, and I've already made 2 wreaths with one of the packs. So with that, the 5th one, remember I said to cut it into thirds. We're going to add more fullness. So you could even do that. You could even cut some more. Okay. So I'm going to look at my wreath, and I think I want to add more to the bottom. So I'm just going to accentuate with the thirds. So you could technically do this going all the way around it, but I think I like it fuller on the bottom. And then you're just going to get your favorite ribbon and just make a little hanging, little cut so that we can hang from here. So you can see it's very, very dainty. It's not like over fluffy, but if you want it over fluffy, you keep going. You just keep going around. But I like it like this. So I'm gonna get now my ribbon. So you can see here, I'm just kind of eyeballing how much I would need. I don't need too much. Looks like maybe 18 inches or so. And then some of that is gonna be the knot. This one has the shaping wire in this. You don't need it. In fact, it'd probably be easier to tie a knot on it. But this is a really good ribbon to make one of those bows that I made for Thanksgiving, the Black Friday video that I made. I showed how to actually make a really fluffy bow. And that is it, you guys. So easy. And let me show you how I displayed it. Okay, here it is. So I love the art, how it turned out. Super easy to do, and I just used those command strips on the back. Got a little bit of the orange or the lemon slices. Hi everybody. And there is the little wreath with the lemon garland. And I like it. I like how it looks. I think it has kind of like an antique look to it. And I think if you did oranges, I think it would look even better, like a nice deeper color. So there's my little wreath. And if you know me, you know I do like a little more on the plain side. I don't like so much embellishments, or not overboard on the embellishments. But you guys, now I have a little CHRISMA-FIED corner area by the stairs. Just something little and sweet. And that is it, everyone. I hope you really like these very easy crafts that you could do with your family, your children. If you have extra oranges or lemons, why not? Give it a try. And I think it turned out pretty cool looking. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you think you would try, or let me know what you think about the easy crafts that I did today with the wreath and the garland. I think it was so fun. Some days I just have more creativity ready to come out. So thanks for stopping by the channel. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know what your favorite crafts to do around this time of year, or are you one to go and buy those from the store? So I'm kind of a little bit of both. So thanks again, rollers, for stopping by, and stick around. You just never know what I'll be rolling out next. Bye, everyone.